Come on in. Yes, it's another edition of the Weekly Entertainment News Podcast. I'm your brother Hiram Hakeem, and once again, I'm in the building. Yo, hit that share button, hit that like button, hit any button to let somebody know that we are in the house again. This is Akron's own, the Reporter newspaper, which is Akron's own publication, newspaper been in business over 50 years, black owned, black powered, okay? So we give it to you the way you are accustomed to hearing it from your native tongue, okay? From your dialect. Anyway, again, I am your brother Hiram Hakeem, and I don't like to waste your time. I do not. I like to give you that entertainment news with a little bit of culture. We talk culture here. We talk hip-hop here. And we also talk sports here as well. But we're going to kick this thing off with a little bit of culture, a little bit of understanding. Some of you guys may know about this brother. His name is Jason Whitlock.
What?
Okay, you see the brother, right?
Oh my God.
Okay, now for those of you who don't know who he is a sports journalist. Been in the business for a long time. I'm going to be honest with you. I like some of his views. I understand where he come from. And I do understand where he's coming from. There's a difference to where he come from and where he's coming from, okay? Some of you guys may not know that Jason Whitlock has been in the game before TV, before ESPN. He is a journalist writing. So I know you're wondering, why am I bringing up this brother? Well, I'm bringing up this brother because just recently, we had one of our brothers from our family, Brother Michael B. Jordan, who just won an Oscar for his great portrayal as twins in the movie Sinners, okay? And it looks as if Jason Whitlock gets on social media, call the movie hot garbage, and say this guy is not good and not a good actor and mess up the legacy of the black actors that came before him that won. I'm talking about like he messes up Sidney Poitier. Okay. And he messes up Forrest Whitaker, Jamie Foxx, Will Smith, anybody that got an Oscar that was black prior to now. Whitlock is saying Michael B. Jordan is definitely not up to standard, and it puts a black eye in the game of such great talents that I said before. Okay, so I know some of you guys are like, who the hell is this guy to be talking like this? Hold on, pump your brakes. I know some of you guys was told, if you ain't got nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all. He's old enough to know that. I'm talking about Jason Whitlock is old enough to know if you don't have nothing good to say, don't say nothing at all, especially somebody who I know where they come from. I know he like Public Enemy, okay? I know he come from a conscious perspective of hip-hop. He don't even like to tell you guys too much, but if you follow him, you hear some of that black consciousness coming out there. But also, I know where he come from, and I also know where he's coming from. Where is Jason Whitlock coming from? He's coming from that perspective of, I need somebody to check out my program. He have somehow lynched, or did I say that? He have connected himself, okay, to the Eurocentric populace, or should I say their view of how they see America. That's right. He pretty much promotes his talking points to a Eurocentric audience. I don't like to say white people because it sounds like I'm racist, but that's what he does. He says the things that's going to be controversial instantly. But one thing that you got to know is a lot of these shows, like Jason Whitlock's show, is social media driven or is online. So what do? To bring that traffic or get those views, he makes sure, not just him, everybody is making sure you come to their neck of the woods, their page, their channel, whatever the hell, so you can see what they're saying with the intent on generating money for the company, his page, or whoever the hell. I'm just keeping it a buck. I know these people are highly intelligent, like Jason Whitlock. I think he's an intelligent guy, but I also think he's also understanding what marketing is. I think he knows how to market himself to generate an interest and generate himself always on somebody else's subject matter, or should I say, making up his own subject matter to be on somebody else's timeline. Like hell, just last week, he was just ciphering and having a conversation with my man Cam Newton. That's what, see what I'm saying? Keep yourself relevant in the marketplace is essential to success. And that's what my man Jason Whitlock is doing. Don't be fooled. Don't think he's just some Uncle Tom, because I don't think he is. I think he is acting, and I also think, okay, that he's intelligent enough to know this is my lane. You're no different when you go to work and you're working for some people that if you go to work and you're not happy with what you got to do, who's saying that my man Jason Whitlock may be happy, but I'm saying if you go to work and you tap dancing, bootlicking, and doing whatever the hell you got to do to get your paycheck, and what do I mean by tap dancing and bootlicking? I mean doing something that you normally wouldn't do had it not been about keeping your lights on. Big ups to the people who understand where I'm coming from, and keep in mind when you hear these crazy topics, excuse me, when you hear these crazy topics and these wild statements coming out of the left field, they're just to cause you to go click on that thing and talk about it. And that's why I'm talking about it right now, because, you know, it is in the news, and I do report for a newspaper. All right, we're going to keep this thing going. Speaking about what I report for a newspaper, again, we are in Cleveland, Ohio, Akron, Ohio. They call this the Northeastern Ohio area or region. And since that is the case, we follow the Cleveland Browns. That's right. I'm about to go to sports right here. Let you guys know the draft is coming up. I spoke on this before. The draft is coming up, but this time the draft will be held on the 23rd, that's a Thursday, to the 25th in Pittsburgh. Okay? And I know people are like, wait a minute, Pittsburgh ain't that far from where we are. So a lot of people is going to drive up there, or should I say across to Pittsburgh, which is the next state over, and see it live in Pittsburgh, okay? But some of you guys ain't going to be able to do it, ain't got the finances to do it. Hell, it's on a Thursday, might not have time to do it. Again, it is next month on the 23rd. That's when it kicks off. So some of you guys is going to be lucky because Cleveland Browns Association, their company, their movement, their team is going to do their own draft party. That's right. It's going to be at let me look at this right. It's going to be held at the Cleveland Public Auditorium, located at, I'm checking my notes, located at 500 Lakeside Avenue in Cleveland, okay? The doors is going to open at 6:30 p.m. You already know the draft kicks off at 8, but the doors open at 6:30 p.m. They're going to have a whole bunch of stuff going on. It's going to be some Browns personnel going to be there, some alumni going to be there. It's going to be some autograph sessions. It's going to be some food, drink, all for you to purchase and support what's going on. 50-50 raffle is going to be happening. Live DJ, did I say that? Live DJ and everything is going to be going on. Now, here's the trick, though. This thing is free to get in. That's right. The Cleveland Browns is supporting the people that support them, which is the community, and they opening up the doors to the Cleveland Public Auditorium, again, which is located at 500 Lakeview Avenue. I'm sorry, Lakeside Avenue, right? And they're opening the doors for free, but here's the catch, though. And I think it makes sense. If you are a season ticket holder, you have first dibs at these tickets, which is going to be available starting April the 6th. Okay? Then the next day, general admission tickets will be available. Now, trust me, I participated in situations like this before. I'm with the media. Let me keep it a buck. And I do know that these tickets are going to go fast, and sometimes it's going to be hard. That's right. General admission is going to be hard for you to get a ticket if you don't jump on it soon as possible, because people will be doing some other stuff. Some people claim these things, and they get to scaffolding these tickets, and unnecessarily bootlegging and selling the tickets, even though that they're free. I'm going to say it again. Some bandits may get the tickets offline before you do, because this is a nice event. It's going to be big, and they're going to end up selling you a ticket. Handle your business. Get there first, which is on the 7th if you're a general admission, or if you are a season ticket holder, which you should be. Season ticket holders are the ones that support the team off bat. And big ups to the Cleveland Browns for supporting the people that support them, and likewise. So big ups to them. All right, listen, again, I am repping that reporternewspaperonline.com, which is our website for the tangible form, the Reporter newspaper. Listen, if you're trying to see what's going on in your neck of the woods and you're from Northeastern Ohio, check out the reporternewspaperonline.com. Not only do I have news from this particular demographic, it got news from all over the place. Just click the reporternewspaperonline.com and you will be connected to what's going on in Blackburn, Ohio, and in all around Black America. All right, listen. This is hip hop. You already know. Everybody been wilding. Everybody been going off about what's been going on with Mace, Cameron, and my man Shyne. Okay, you already know it. It happened on It Is What It Is, the podcast, which is owned by. Oh, I don't even like to call it a podcast. I like to call it a broadcast, which is owned and operated and star Cameron the rapper and Mace from Bad Boy the rapper. Okay, you already know. Both of them are MCs with a lovely girl. They call her Stat, okay? They on there in an interview and they had a Bad Boy alumni, Shyne the artist. Again, you know the guy Shyne. Some say he sounds just like Biggie. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, he was on there and they were sharing some conversations. I don't want to go over and over. You already know the story. Sharing the conversations about Brandy and how she was intertwined unofficially, officially or whatever. You know, she comes out and finally says some things, and Shyne, believe it or not, doubles down. After she came out, we already know the brother Ray J said some wild stuff. So after she came out, Shyne was caught by TMZ downtown, I think he was in Cali, whatever, doubling down on some of the things that he meant. At first off, he said, hey, I didn't say nothing negative about her. I'm just not gonna lie and alter anything that is true to make sure her character or her branding, okay, is altered in any other way but truth, okay? So big ups to Shyne, but here's what I want you guys to understand. There's no secret why it's profitable to keep this going from not just Ray J and not just It Is What It Is and not just Brandy and Shyne. It's profitable for all of them because just like I saw when I went to do my due diligence for this article that's in the entertainment section in the Reporter newspaper online.com, I noticed 1,000,001 videos for the damn thing. So you got to ask yourself, how does this benefit people? It benefits because they get hits and clicks and it keeps them marketable or visible in the marketplace. Again, it keeps all of them visible in the marketplace. It helps It Is What It Is podcast because it's you don't know what they're going to say tomorrow or what they're going to say after tomorrow. Some people will click in and just hear it and it's helping out their viewership. And then same thing with Brandy. Okay, it just keeps her name or her face in a place. Here's the thing though, with Shyne, it's no secret he's been in the studio working. Okay, so he can ride this wave as far as he can because people are blowing down, asking for different interviews. The Breakfast Club is talking to him, TMZ is talking to him, or the Breakfast Club is talking about him, TMZ is talking to him, and it keeps his name and his face in the algorithm for the forthcoming release of his new album that's coming out later this year. That's right, you're gonna see more and more Shyne as he's back in the studio, leaving the politics alone for a little bit, back in the studio to give you some more quality joints, okay? Listen, I'm going on days and days about this thing, but I'm not. I'm gonna put a pin in it right now, because you know what I do? I don't like to keep you. I like to treat you to some of this knowledge you can't get in college. Until next time, have some fun and get something done, y'all. Peace.
Can't be for me, whole nother frequency, bitch, G.O.D. what the fuck is a mug? Nigga be fake, won't leave him snuggly, he undercover, then fucking we tucking a minute. This on this stuff, nigga, fucking you saying, bird, bitch, get struck. We ain't going back and forth by the door, we ain't going back and forth by the door. Wash, halu, ella, ilaha, illallah, we come in the name of the source. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, we flipping niggas out the porch. Niggas in bed, somebody J&J version, boss whole Jane Harden, but they think they the highest, we locking them up, you get caught with the smoke, get your flame darkened. They shooting shots, but I ain't far, just fuck around, hit the same target.